Hey Pokemon Masters, Toby here, and in this video I'm gonna talk about how absolutely fickle I am as a Pokemon fan and how fickle I think maybe we all are a little bit. Back in February, March, I made a video called like Who Actually Cares About Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, a title that I think I meant to poke fun but maybe annoyed a couple of you because there's most of the comments actually are, hey, I care, which great, good for you. It's just my initial reaction upon seeing the Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl trailer in relation to the Legends Arceus trailer is like, the thumbnail kind of says it all. But since then, having had no new information other than one screenshot, I've changed my mind. And weirdly, I think a lot of you have as well. I just think it's time for maybe some community introspection when we realize how reactive we can be to trailers and just assuming that this is the whole product that's going to arrive eventually. It's a little lesson in humility for the internet, including myself, if we're open to hearing it. Because at some point down the line, I've become excited for Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. Let's talk about it. So yes, I am excited for Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, and I wasn't initially. This is some video footage from me reacting to the announcement, and you can see on my face, I think let's try and find something nice to say about this. Because, you know, I'm an optimist. I'm excited about Pokemon games. I get so excited about them that I make a whole channel about them and then run it for like 6 to 7 years. In fact, I've been running this channel since Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire got announced, which means I've known that all this time I've been like, I'd love to see what the Diamond and Pearl remakes would be like. It's been this thing on the horizon. Now, finally, it's getting announced, and it looks like Link's Awakening, a game that, by the way, is one of the most stunning games on the Switch, except it doesn't quite look as good as Link's Awakening, in my opinion. It looks like the knockoff kind of budget version. But there is that little bit of text that my emotions ignored, the bit that said, game footage is not final. And it was so funny because all of my attention immediately turned to Legends Arceus, but I forgave Legends Arceus and how that said game footage not final, because, you know, it's further away, it's more experimental. Yes, I expect it to improve in quality, but something about the footage of Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, to me, I think I just assumed that was kind of what it would end up looking like. And from the few screenshots we've seen, it still does to an extent, but like those minute changes make such a big difference. Now, in my opinion, it looks a lot closer to the art and initial feeling of what playing Diamond and Pearl originally was like. And as for the Link's Awakening overworld style, it looks like that overworld, it's kind of getting all smoothed out. But to me at the time, I just remember feeling like so disappointed. Like, who cares about Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl if it's the exact same game as Diamond and Pearl, and I prefer the sprite art of the originals, then what do I really care about this new one? No, my excitement, my heart is, and I mean still is really, I'm still far more excited for Legends Arceus. But now we've seen a couple of new screenshots, really only the one with the weasel on the trainer, though I think there have been some overworld images that just make the overworld look a little bit nicer. Now we've had those, and suddenly it's more of a contest. It's more of, do I prefer the sprite art, or do I prefer this fully realized kind of Link's Awakening style overworld 3D Pokemon game? Suddenly, I'm not so annoyed by the art style, and we realize other things in the trailer. We realize and we know for a fact that there are elements from Pokemon Platinum that are going to be in these Diamond and Pearl remake games. Whether that's going to include a whole post-game plot involving Giratina, which is kind of, I think, what a lot of people are expecting after the Delta episode set the bar, you know, that high. Or whether it's just going to be a few NPCs like the lady who gives you the Gracidia flower so that you can access all of your forms, and maybe that's it. Maybe it really is a much more faithful remake. We don't know yet. But now we've taken a first peek past that initial graphics stage. Suddenly I'm beginning to realize, I think, what Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl could be, and I have some hopes. Obviously, I'm hoping for Giratina / Platinum content integrated into the game. I think that goes without saying, and I think that's a pretty reasonable expectation, again, based on what Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire did in terms of like Emerald and Rayquaza content, in terms of what Heart Gold and Soul Silver did, in terms of Suicune Crystal content. I think it's a reasonable expectation to have, but I also think based on the fact that they're using just like the regular 3D models that they have in Pokemon Home and Pokemon Bank, and given that most of them are already programmed into Sword and Shield anyway, I don't think it would be a hard thing to integrate the national decks into Brilliant Diamond Shiny Pearl. Now, this is of course not information or confirmation, I have no idea. But, and I guess this is part 3 to that, I would find it so strange that they would release these Pokemon games where you can play an adventure with a team of 6 Pokemon, just like a mainline series game, and not connect it to Pokemon Home, given that Pokemon Home was released. It makes sense that with Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, you can only withdraw from Pokemon Home, because they're based on a whole different kind of battle system and mechanic system, but Diamond and Pearl, Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, they're based on the same system as Sword and Shield. So it makes sense to me that at minimum, we're going to be able to transfer back and forth Generation 4 Pokemon, or the Pokemon that appear in the Diamond and Pearl Pokedex. But I don't think it would be that much harder for them to then add in the rest of the Pokemon. I'm talking everything Unova onwards. And I think that's a huge opportunity. I think that added a lot of replayability to Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, people being able to travel around the Hoenn region finally with a Chimchar, or with a Piplup, or a Turtwig. And I think they're even setting up for it. It was only recently in the Ultra Unlock event in Pokemon Go that you could get hold of a shiny Cranidos and Shieldon. I mean, other people could. I didn't get one. But I honestly don't see why, if you can transfer in a team of shiny Pokemon from Pokemon Go, or just regular Pokemon from Pokemon Go via Pokemon Home to Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, why they can't just program in the rest of the Pokemon. It made sense for Sword and Shield that they couldn't do that initially. They had a lot of deadlines setting up this generation, and they've increased the Pokedex size with each of the DLCs. We're now only a few Pokemon away from basically them having everything, about 200, many of which appear in the Diamond and Pearl Pokedex. In fact, the Cranidos line, the Shieldon line, basically all of the Sinnoh Mythicals are the few Pokemon that are missing from the Crown Tundra. There's a lot of Sinnoh stuff. Gosh, I miss using Gliscor in competitive battles. Anyway, the point is, so I think I'm now getting excited for the idea of what Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl could be. Initially, they were announced as faithful remakes. So I think me and the rest of the world, when we first saw that trailer, we kind of saw that and thought, oh, this is going to be the same game we've already played. Okay, oh, and look at that. Graphically, it doesn't look as nice as the sprite art because it looks very unpolished and unfinished. But now we're beginning to see what that polished and finished look will be like. And on top of that, there are these other possibilities, these other avenues for enriching the game after the main story is complete, allowing us to trade in and replay the games with Pokemon from regions that we've never got to experience Sinnoh with, everything from Unova to Galar. As well as that, just bringing in Pokemon that we've caught from Pokemon Go into Pokemon Home and then into Diamond and Pearl. These things, of course, they're not guarantees, but there is possibility, there is potential and hope, and that makes me excited again. Of course, I am infinitely more excited for Legends Arceus. I want to know what that game's gonna be, and I want to see more gameplay of that, and I want to know what it's about and what the story is. Does that connect with Pokemon Home? Is that even possible? I have no idea. Legends Arceus is absolutely the game I'm looking forward to more out of the two of them, but as a nice stopover, Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, I've changed my mind, and I think next time I see a trailer for the first time, like how in the Legends Arceus trailer, everything's very frame rate jittery to an extent, I think the reaction is to not get mad and just wait and see. Let's wait and see until like the proper trailers come out, you know, really close to the game's release. These were very much work in progress trailers. I think that they had to force them out early for the 25th anniversary like announcement. And yeah, I mean, while I didn't get angry, I certainly was quite disappointed, and I think the reaction next time is, I mean, I'll probably still get disappointed, but just to try and think, well, there's hope, because I think there is. But those are just my thinks and thoughts. Let me know what you're thinking in the comments below. Also, I think I'm gonna have a Pokemon Theory video come out soon, because it's been a couple of weeks where I've just been doing these talkie videos. Though I am gonna continue doing these talkie videos, because I'm really enjoying them. Ooh, maybe the Pokemon Theory will be in the style of a video like this. Thank you all for watching, and of course, soar high, Pokemon Masters.
This is Ash Ketchum. You just watched a video by Birdkeeper Toby. That makes you a Pokemon Master.
Thank you so much, those of you who have gone above and beyond to support me on Patreon, and a special shout out to the big patrons of this month, JD Gottlich, PokeBliss, Matty Bar, and Michael Hornschuch. Thank you.